Okay, so this is Strategic Business Analysis, Corporate Objectives, Part 2, continuation of the previous video. So we're just going to continue with the objectives of business. Okay, so here we have economic, social, and other objectives of business. So a business seeks to create a balance between the different needs and goals of different interest groups. Okay, so you have your consumers, the customers, you have your employees, you have the community or the society at large. And so it needs to have multiple objectives. Okay, normally a business has multiple objectives. Okay, so it's a combination, of economic, social, and the others, okay? So for the economic objectives, we have the following. So we have the market standing. It's the position of a business in context of its competitors. Ikaw ba yung leading provider of the product or the service? Or, nakikipag-gipitan ka ba with the main competitor? Or you're just, following the leaders or probably down the ladder, okay? So every business enterprise must aim at securing a stronger standing in terms of offering competitive products to its customers and serving them to their satisfaction. Kasi normally, the higher you are in the competitor ladder, syempre, mas malaki yung iyong market share, okay? Or yung percentage of customers that you are serving, okay? So, kapag nandun ka sa kataasan, ibig sabihin, ikaw yung may pinakamaraming customers, okay? Yung pinakamalaking market share na tinatawag natin, okay? And then, of course, normally yung mga nasa taas, sila yung may pinakamaraming share in the market. Tapos yung mga pahuli, yung mga tipong tigka-konti na lang, mga tigka 5%, 3%, 2%, ganyan, okay? And as a business, of course, what we should be aiming for is to get a higher, share in the market. And if you can, lalo na kung kumbaga, let's say new product, na wala pa naman sa market and you're trying to create a market for it or trying to find the customers that would be using or who would appreciate your product, then usually, definitely, ikaw yung magiging leader doon, okay? So, in that case, ay di pag-ingatan mo na lang, make sure that your customers are happy, make sure that your operations are able to cope with the growth of the business, okay? So, it's very important yung market standing. Next, we have the innovation, hindi dapat mapag-iwanan. So, it's very important na if there are improvements that can be done, kailangan mag-improve. Or if there are, changes na, if there are certain problems or weaknesses pa din naman sa products or service na pwede pa siyang improve, then you have to do that. The business should be able to address that. Okay, you do that by innovating the product or the service. Tapos, hindi lang naman siya necessarily sa product lang talaga. So, we have these three. Either sa product itself, usability of the product may be enhanced by adding new features or modifying the packaging. Okay, or if you want the completely new product talaga. Okay, and then secondly, have your production innovation. The technique of production may be improved with the help of better technology. Normally, kapag merong improvement sa production process, it would also entail cost reduction. Okay, in that sense, ay di pwede mo rin mapababa yung price, and at reasonable prices or at more affordable prices, pwede kang makahikayat pa ng mas maraming customers. Okay, distribution innovation, a business may explore new channels of distribution to enhance the marketability of its product. So, this is like innovation in the marketing side, okay? Kung dati, how did you reach out to your customers? What kind of marketing have you done? Okay, so in that sense, kung yung, currently, yung nasa city nyo lang or nasa lugar nyo lang, maybe you can go into a partnership with distributors para yung product nyo is madala sa iba't ibang lugar. Okay, so nearby places muna sa simula and then later on, to other places na talaga. You can partner with transport groups and mga delivery, mga logistics company. Okay? So, yan. Kasi in a way, one of the things din naman na hinahanap ng customer, di syempre yung delivery, available ba siya to be purchased online or do I have to physically show up sa inyong store? Because normally if it's available online, mas madali, mas madami talaga or mas malawak yung magiging reach ng customers kasi pwede na lang siyang i-search online, ganyan. And then you can order the product. Tapos bahala na yung logistics na yung mga partners nyo. Okay, na mag-deliver. But of course, kukunin pa rin naman sa inyo yung products. Okay, then we have productivity related to efficiency. Kasi mas mapapadali yung pag-produce ng products because of productivity. Okay, and then of course, yung efficient use din ng resources. Physical and financial resources. So, hindi naman nasusukat yung success ng business din sa lawak ng lugar. It's also depends on how you utilize the facilities. Kahit maliit lang yan, as long as na-maximize mo yung bawat spaces, hindi mo naman kailangan na magkakalayo yung mga machineries. Minsan nga, mas advantageous kapag magkakalapit sila. Para yung from one process na transfer to the next process, magkadikit na lang sila. Ganyan. Okay? So, efficiency. Na-address din doon yung efficiency. And of course, you have your physical, normally mga facilities, plant, property, equipment. And then you have your financial resources, money. Okay? Funds, capitals. Normally, limited, kasi you have your money. Normally, ginagamit mo naman talaga yan to produce and to provide for the needs of the business. Diba? Kailangan mong bumili ng mga materials, kailangan mong magbayad ng mga workers, kailangan mong gumamit ng mga utilities, bayad ng utilities, magbayad ng creditors mo, magbayad ng suppliers, ganyan. Okay? So, kay meron talaga siyang paggagamitan. So, it's also important na yung business alam kung saan gagamitan yung financial resources. Hindi pwedeng maisipan lang na gusto ng ganito, bibili na. Kasi, mauubos din yan. Okay? So, you have to ensure na mapatagal mo pa yan na maayos and all the needs na kailangan yung business currently is na-address or na-provide. Kasi minsan, sa sobrang pagtitipid naman, nako-compromise yung operations, hindi makadiskarte ng maayos. Minsan nako-compromise din yung quality ng products, nako-compromise yung process ng production. So, it's very important na alam talaga ng decision maker or ng business owner kung saan gagastusan yung financial resources. Okay? So, efficient utilization pa din. And then we have earning profit, one of the primary objectives of the business. Okay, kasi nga, yung profit, yun yung mag-i-ensure na magpapatuloy yung business. Okay, it would support the going concern principle. And a must for every business in order to ensure survival and growth. Social objectives. The various social objectives are described below, although some of these na-discuss na natin in the prior video. Okay, so I have supply of desired quality of goods and services. Okay. Must offer the product and services in accordance with the needs and wants of the prospective buyers at fair prices. Okay. So, normally, dalawa lang naman kasi yun. Either mag-develop ka ng panibagong product and you know for a fact and through feasibility study na rin na merong mga tao talaga na gusto niyang product na yan and they will be paying you for you to provide them with that product. Pero syempre, consideration mo din habang ginagawa mo syempre feasibility study is at what price range are they willing to get the product or to buy the product. Kasi kung masyado namang mahal, di ba, cost-benefit analysis, meron yung mga customer na kahit kailangan ko niyan, pag sobrang mahal naman, edi no thanks na lang. Okay? So, that's why yung feasibility study is very important. And then, again, yun yung first development of a new product. Tapos yung ikalawa, edi producing an existing product. Kumbaga, meron ng existing na suppliers, demand, pero you feel that there is still a need for more supply. So, kumbaga, nakisakay na or nakisabay ka na lang din dun sa mga pangangailangan ng tao. Normally, this is true for essential products and services. Okay? So, in that sense, kapag may establish ng market, normally you have to follow the current prices. So hindi pwede na magpo-produce ka tapos mamaya yung cost mo lampas na pala dun sa selling price nitong product na to. So you have to ensure that you control the cost na siya ay within or below the market price nitong goods or services na to para may benta mo rin siya dun sa current market price. And then, of course, if you want to gain a competitive advantage with regards to pricing, edi kung kaya mo pa siyang pahilahin pababain yung prices para, mas makahikayat ka rin ng mga customers kasi bago ka pa lang din na mag-produce or enter dun sa market. So, it would be a good thing kapag kaya mo siyang i-produce at lower cost para ma-provide mo siya or may offer mo siya at lower prices din. Okay? But again, have to ensure yung quality. Okay? Generating employment opportunities. Okay, that's contribution to the economy. Generate employment opportunities so as to raise standard of living of people and foster economic development of the country. Tapos community service activities, corporate social responsibility, employee welfare. Again, you have to ensure that your workers are happy. Okay, and that they would continue to be motivated to contribute to the overall success of the company. Protection of environment, again, compliance with laws and regulations then. And of course, for you to have a good image or reputation in the community. Okay. Other objectives. Okay, so you have your manager performance and development, worker performance and attitude. Ito yung last part ng previous video natin kanina. Economic, human, organic, micro level, national level objectives. Okay. The objectives decide where we want to go, what we want to achieve, what is our goal or destination. So, sa layman terms, ito yung pinakang aim or goal. Okay? Ano yung gusto nating ma-achieve? The objectives of any business enterprise have a great impact on the organization and its working. All the time, they guide the business concern on the path to destination. Okay, very important. Normally kasi sa mga businesses, of course, you have your set goals and objectives. Diba? Normally, you have your mission and vision statement, you have your core values, ganyan. And of course, minsan talaga nakastate din naman talaga yung goals and objectives. Now, the problem most of the time is kapag may mga bagong salta, new employees, sometimes they just look at their, job description, duties, and responsibilities. Tapos, yun na yun. Sometimes they, do not go over and beyond what's written on the job responsibilities. And sometimes, how many of your employees actually know the overall goal or objective of the company. So, kadalasan, minsan, walang pakialam ang employees sa company goal, okay? Pero, in a way, on the part naman ng HR, when you develop yung, job responsibilities, duties, and responsibilities, normally, of course, it would be contributory to the overall success of the company. Pero again, normally, nakalimit sila doon. Walang extra, even if they have ideas, or sometimes they do not bother thinking of ideas on how they could help out the company in achieving their goals and objectives. Okay? Kasi nga, minsan, of course, you have your personal goals and objectives din naman kasi meron ka rin namang mga sariling, pinagagamitan ng resources mo on a personal level. Okay? So, ayun. Pero, employee-wise, normally yung mga middle management and top management, sila yung mismo talaga na nakakaalam ng goals and objectives ng business, and they are very much invested in the achievement of those objectives. Okay? So, yan. And of course, kasi sila rin naman yung decision makers, mga middle and top level managers. So, in a way, whenever they make decisions, palagi dapat naka-align siya dun sa overall goals and objectives ng business. These objectives must be pre-planned, predetermined, normally ginagawa before the operation of the business or establishment of the business. Pero sometimes, nagbabago rin naman siya over the course of the business. Yung tipong nare-revise. Sometimes, kapag na-achieve na yung goals or objectives initially set, syempre, step up na, level up na, panibagong goals and objectives naman. Okay? Must be in written form and must be actual and feasible. Okay, kailangan ay achievable siya. Kasi kung hindi naman, edi whatever for pa. Okay, and then of course, dapat siya ay measurable in performance. Okay, how much profit, how much number of customers, how many branches ang gusto mo, total assets ba? Okay, how are you going to measure those goals and objectives? The business objectives are multiple, classified in different categories like primary and secondary, general and specific objectives, tapos meron ka pang long-term and short-term objectives. Whatever may be the classifications of the objectives, all of these must be related to, oriented for the survival and growth of the business enterprise. Okay? I think yun yung very most important. You have your profitability, growth, saka survival. Ano? Objectives are needed in every area where performance and results are directly and vitally affect the survival and prosperity of business. Okay? It is the moral responsibility of top management to identify and specify the aims and objectives for their business enterprise. Kasi normally sila rin naman yung may, financial investment sa company. Management by objectives is an integral part of planning as well. Kasi yung lahat ng plano na gagawin nyo dapat ay naka-align with the goals and objectives. Kapag hindi siya naka-align sa goals and objectives, scratch na. Hindi nyo na siya pwedeng, huwag nyo isama sa planning. Okay? If it's not going to be contributory in the achievement of the goals and objectives. Okay? Again, reiterate, hindi lang yung profitability ang sole objective. Normally ay multiple objectives ng isang business. Economic objectives, adequate return on investment, profits, customers, capturing more markets, okay, for the products of the business, introducing innovative ideas in technology, methods, and procedure of work, so innovation, saka efficiency din, ensuring adequate income or returns to the factors of production and its prompt payment, so efficiency ng operations, tapos adequate income or returns. So, profitability rin, pero syempre ginagamit siya for the growth of the company. Generating new employment opportunities through growth and expansion. So, social objectives ito. Providing ample scope for growth, expansion, and diversification. So, in a way, measurable dapat yung mga objectives. And then for the human objectives, you have your employee satisfaction, saka yung relationship nyo rin with partners, okay, either suppliers, provider ng yung mga materials, or creditors, or lenders, no? And of course, shareholders. And then, developing and improving new skills and abilities among the employees, training and development, yung tipong may career path ba? Tapos, merong times na, you unwind from all the stress. And especially kapag, tapos ng production, na-meet nyo ang goals, ganyan. Do some celebration, little celebrations, right? Creating, developing, and preserving a sense of commitment among the employees by their participation in management. Okay, kumbaga yung tipong, if the management calls for suggestions, just ensure na yung mga suggestions ay napakikinggan, okay, so that it would elicit more participation in the upcoming, brainstorming activities. Ensuring job satisfaction by making it more interesting and challenging, okay? Okay lang naman na interesting and challenging, pero wag lang yung, overwork, tapos too much workload, okay? That's not, although that's challenging, that's not how it should be, okay? Ensuring adequate satisfactory wages, salaries, and other non-economic amenities and benefits, okay? Welfare, masaya dito ang employees. Benefits, wages, salaries. Ensuring consumer satisfaction in terms of fair treatment like courtesy, understanding, honesty, no adulteration, and no black marketing, etc. Not resorting to malpractices, okay? So, dito naman, walang pinipiling customer. Pag customer, walang discrimination dapat, okay? Tapos, of course, whenever they have concerns, those should be addressed properly, okay? Customer service. Maintaining satisfied workforce with high morals, okay? Everyone's doing good, walang scammer dyan, walang tawag dito, yung nagpapasimula ng inggitan, ganyan, nagsisimula ng gossip, rumors, pinag-aaway-away ang mga department. Okay, that shouldn't happen. Okay, if you want a peaceful work environment. Organic objectives, adopting the policy of blowing back of profit for strengthening the business. Kumbaga yung profit, after ma-distribute yung part of it to the owners, to the shareholders, the rest should redound back to the business and gamitin para, ma-improve ang operations, or if they want to expand, then gamitin for expansion. Implementing the schemes of growth and expansion so that the business can prosper day by day. Carrying the activities of research and development for innovation and business. Ayan. It's very important yung research and development. Pero normally, kapag baguhan pa lang yung business, normally they can't invest in research and development kasi that would eat up a lot of funds normally. Okay? Pero kapag established big company ka naman, go ahead and invest a part of your capital to research and development kasi that would be helpful in your innovation. Especially kung mag-generate or mag-develop kayo ng new products or new services or kung ano man na makakatulong for, efficiency of operations. Attaining the ample size, optimum size of business operations for its prosperity. Hindi naman, tawag dito. Yung prosperity, it doesn't mean na patuloy kang lumalaki, patuloy na dumadami yung branches nyo. Okay, there is a so-called optimum size. Na kapag lumampas ka doon, magde-deteriorate na yung business. Kumbaga, merong certain level of the scale na ito lang yung kaya nyong i-manage, kaya nyong patakbuhin ng maayos. Kasi pag na-breach nyo kasi yon, andyan na yung mga problema na although before kaya nyong i-address, ngayon hindi nyo na may i-address kasi nga, kumbaga na-breach nyo na yung inyong maximum capacity or yung inyong maximum potential. So, it's very important na, sa growth or sa expansion, you have to ensure that you are able to cope up with that level. Before mo i-allow na mag-scale up ulit yung business. Kailangan ensure mo na bago ka mag-scale up ulit, itong level na to, kailangan ay stabilize na, yung na-operate nyo ng maayos yung production, maayos ang customer service pa din. If you would notice, karamihan sa mga, financial institutions, tawag dito, ang dami nilang mga branches, ang dami nilang reach, marami sila syempre na customers, pero kapag, may concern ka, tatawag ka ng customer service, grabe lang naka-hold ka for how many hours na ikaw na lang mismo yung titigil din. Ikaw na lang din yung susuko ng bahala na. Okay, and then, pag may time na lang ako pumunta sa branch, saka na lang. Pero normally for working individuals kasi na may 8 to 5 job din, hirap kasi talagang pumunta rin sa bank or financial institutions. So, in a way, I do feel that, most financial institutions should improve their customer service kasi talaga naman matagal yung mahirap talaga. Okay, if you have concerns, mahirap tawagan itong mga to. Ayan, so suggestion lang for growing companies, before you scale up, make sure yung current problems nyo or issues at this particular level address nyo na. Okay? Before you move up and try to cope with that again and cater to the additional needs or yung, syempre, pag nag-grow or expansion kasi meron kang additional customers, so you have to make sure you have enough production to cater dun sa pangangailangan ng additional customers nyo, and syempre, customer service din ulit, and of course, you have enough employees din, additional employees, kasi baka mamaya nag-expand kayo, number of employees nyo, yung pa rin. So, sila yung mag-produce ng mga additional products. So, that's going to be tiring and not good for, the morale of the employees. Okay? So, kumbaga may balance, Whenever you increase a part of the business, all the others should follow. Okay? Enhancing the goodwill, reputation, and image of the business organization. So, normally with this is with, compliance with the rules and regulations, CSR nila, ganyan. Okay? And of course, yung mga review ng kanilang customers saka employees. kasama din yun. Okay? Micro-level objectives, providing facilities for the spread of literacy, education, training. Okay? I think micro parang community level, ano? Improving standard of living by providing quality goods and services, taking precaution to avoid environment pollution, providing economic or non-economic help to religious, cultural, charitable institutions for betterment of community at large, providing all types of help to backward and remote regions by establishing industrial units in these areas, helping in maintaining a regional balance in industrial development. Okay, tapos ito na ata yung last, national level objectives. Performing the business activities within the framework of national priorities. Okay? Normally, ano naman preservation of the environment, of course, providing additional employment, contributing to the GDP of the country, yan. And then, of course, taxes for the government. Normally, yun, ano. And then, strengthening the national economy by giving their adequate contribution in those forms na din. Entering into new areas of production and distribution according to national priorities. Minsan ang national, they do provide kung aling mga industry yung priority for a particular year. Okay? So if you're in that particular industry, you get the support of the government. And of course, you need to give your contribution. Improving import substitution, promoting export in variety of products. Okay? Normally, kapag available locally yung product or service, much better kung mapababa kasi na on the national level itong importation. Okay? Kasi, merang product naman dito, so dapat, tawag doon, tangkilikin yung sariling atin. Okay? Ang nangyayari kasi, when you import products, especially from other Asian countries, mas mababa kasi yung prices nila kasi mababa yung labor cost in other countries. Kaya minsan, mga binibili natin, mga made in China. Ayan. Kasi mas mura naman. Anyway, promoting export in a variety of products. Ito maganda na. Kapag marami tayong production dito ng particular products, tapos may demand outside of the country, in other countries, then it would be beneficial for us kung pwede nating i-export yung surplus lang. Kasi kung may demand naman dito, kailangan natin syempre unahin yung demand here in our own country. Tapos pag may excess lang na supply as against the demand, saka siya i-export. Ayan. And then achieving self-sufficiency and self-reliance. Okay, tayo dito, kaya natin i-provide yung mga pangangailangan ng bansa natin. Okay, yung mga kababayan natin. Okay? Encouraging small-scale business units and providing all facilities for their development. Okay? So, yung mga maliliit na scale na business units, in-encourage din. Tapos, meron naman sila mga project, di ba? Mga BMBE, mga small enterprises. May mga projects ang government. Tapos, mga free trainings from TESDA, DTI, ganyan. Tapos, minsan yung BMBE, I think, parang free na yung registration, pagkukuha sa mayors, I think, or things like that. Okay? But then, ito ang problema kasi dyan. Ito kasing mga small-scale businesses, if they do not have the facilities, mas mahal yung pagpo-produce ng products compared mo dun sa mga large-scale. Okay? Kasi yung large-scale production, nagagawa nilang pababain yung cost per unit ng isang product. Pero kapag small scale lang yung production mo, 'di ba? Normally mas mataas yung cost per unit ng product. So, in a way, hindi kayang, makipag-compete with the prices nung sa large scale production. Just a thought. Okay, ensuring the community at large for productive investment. Okay? So, ayan na. I think, ano pa ba ito? Daanan lang natin, okay? Economic objectives. Owner, employees, customer. So, owner, syempre, siya yung pinakang main shareholder or investor ng business. So, it's important na makuha niya talaga yung investment niya. And syempre, mga pinaghirapan niya over the years is mabalik sa kanya or ma-enjoy naman niya yung benefits. Okay? Kasi kung wala naman siya, wala yung business eh. Tapos, syempre, kung wala yung business, wala kayong employment, wala yung product, hindi na provide sa community, tapos mga projects nila, hindi naman. So, yun, I do feel that the owners do deserve to get a portion of the profits, okay? Tapos sa employees naman, ayan, banggit na rin natin, bonuses, incentives, allowances, job security, of course, kailangan may bigay sa kanila. And of course, yung welfare, kailangan hindi toxic yung environment, hindi masyadong stressful, hindi masyadong, tawag doon, sobra-sobra yung workload, hindi dapat ganon. Okay? Live asset of an organization. So, mga devoted dapat. So, kailangan, they keep them motivated and competent. Okay? Customer is the king of market. Kasi sila yung nagbibigay ng pera, for your revenue and then profit. Right? So, tapos kapag satisfied pa sila, of course, they could market your product or your company through, word of mouth or by providing you with 5-star ratings or 4-star ratings. Ganyan. Okay, and then you have your human objectives. I think human objectives yan, right? Training programs, a well-being of both customers and employees, and organic objectives, growth, development, expansion, stability, and progress. So, parang yun yung, timeline, no? Business. Okay, social objectives, micro level, macro level, or national level, And then, of course, you have your prestige, recognition, growth, and survival. Halos, in a way, magkaka-interrelated, itong mga answers dito. Different types of objectives in business. Okay, let's say precision recognition. Help to ensure survival and growth of a firm. So, parang siya, brand recognition. Kapag narinig yung pangalan ng isang business, ay, alam mo na kung ano yan. Okay, and you know na for a fact na, let's say, maganda yung standing nila in the market, maganda yung kanilang reputation, hindi sila problematic, walang masyadong complaints ang customers with them. So, ganun. Okay. And then you have your growth. Banggitan natin kanina. Survival, same, and medyo paulit-ulit, pero in a way, maganda rin naman kasing paulit-ulit kasi dun na-stuck sa isip natin yung mga pinagbabasa natin. Okay, so yun lang. Last na ba to? Medyo maliit, Global objectives of business. Making available globally competitive goods and services. So if we could export the products and services, then why not? And then reducing disparities among rich and poor nations by expanding the operations. Okay? So yun na. Yun na yung lahat with regards to corporate objectives. Yung previous video natin and this one. So that's it for this one. Next video natin would be about strategy naman, corporate strategy. So that's it for this one. Thanks and